Yeah, I mean, tandems are not simple. It does seem simple when you watch the guys do it day in and day out. But man, you got
Well, it's a lot. It's a lot of
pilot shooting
work.
toe. Yeah, well, it's a lot. It's heavy. But I'm just
Yeah.
talking about every jump's a pilot shooting toe. You got a screaming lunatic on your belly that's trying to grab your hands and send you into a flat spin or a
First one.
side spin,
Maybe they're not screaming at all. Maybe they fainted. It's like
Or they
which is not. It's not easier when they're unconscious. Huh? Under
yeah.
canopy, maybe,
or they threw up.
or they barfed on you.
Yeah.
That's
Well, I've
fine.
heard. I've heard. The culprit of that is usually having the harness on too tight, but not always. But
I wouldn't chalk it up to any one individual thing. I mean, there's like obviously the predisposition of the individual.
how many
Most
tandem jumps do you have, Brian? Several
I
thousand.
only have I only have a 500 and something. Not that many. I
And you
quit
just thought
years ago.
was it just not for you? Did you
Oh
just
no, 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 no! I loved it. No, I stood up every landing more with a greater frequency than the people you see out there now. I was very very good because I trained my people very very well. Made a difference. Um, but I just realized that the tandem, there's lots going on with tandem. I wasn't making a difference in the world by taking more tandems. I was
Mm-hmm.
making a difference by training experienced skydivers to be badass canopy pilots so they don't get hurt. I called my pocket. I was like, let's go where I'm needed, right?
yeah.
That's why I switched. We got plenty of guys that will almost throw droves. But it's fun, and whenever you've got a family member that wants to do a tandem, like I wish I still had my rating. It
Mm-hmm.
makes me want to get it, but I don't want to be Mister Once in a while. I think if you're going to do tandems, you should do a lot of tandems every year.
I think I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
get
Don't
mine
just
next year.
one or two. That's fine. That's fine. Well, you're at the point now, and a lot of you are like, all right, I'm getting more jumps. I'm starting to feel more competent, and comfortable. What's next? Well, you can climb the mountain of medals if you want to, but eventually you get bored with that ego trip. Just to be straight up because I've climbed both mountains, um, and the other side of where you could be going is the path of service of helping
Well,
people,
the
helping
guys at
people,
Skydive
teaching.
Carolina, I talked to one of them. He did 103 tandems in 2 weeks, and they're paying him $50 a clip, which is more than I've heard anywhere. And he doesn't have to pack his own rig. $50 a piece.
That's
That's
great.
good. That's good money.
It is good money. Of
Yeah.
course, when you're doing that many tandems, how well are you serving each of those customers?
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
and
Are
that
you
doesn't
turning them
and
on to
that
skydiving?
doesn't
Like
include the little brown.
next,
Hey Brian, that
next.
that 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 doesn't include the little brown envelopes, and you always get a certificate, a bumper sticker, and a little brown envelope. So who knows what's in
I
there?
get that. I get that. And a lot of people are in it for the money, and those tandem masters stick around for a while, and then they quit the sport.
Yeah.
They're gone. They're gone. So if your goal, in my opinion, is to be a long-term participant in this amazing sport, you have to focus on teaching. That's my opinion.
Okay.
Teaching, not just next, 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 not me, but to serve and share information and be in that place of sharing the information, not because you like looking like you know everything, but because you want to pass on the information so people don't get hurt and killed because you love them.
Mm-hmm.
It's that simple. And if you don't do that, then you're not the instructor you could be.
When you look at Steve Webb, I mean, Steve Utah Webb, you know him, and he's been throwing drogues now for like 30 years. You know,
Yep,
so
that's fine. Some of them do, but clearly, if they're in it for that long, they're not in it for just for the money.
yeah.
They love it. They love the people that they're doing it with, and each individual was a new person for them.
So you think if you would have continued out in Colorado to do tandems up until now, and just like by now you'd probably have an additional like I don't know 10, 15,000 skydives, you don't think you would have, you know, you'd be doing these sessions? You think you'd been burnt out and all
No,
probably by now?
no. I mean, I've always loved teaching, whether it was teaching a tandem student or an AFF or an advanced free flyer, whatever. It's
Hmm.
it's all just great fun for me,
Yeah.
watching people progress. From where they were to where they could be. And so yeah, but I also am slow as molasses. I'm the drop zone owner's nightmare. Like Brian, get on the plane. I'm like, I'm not done. I'm going to train this guy. I'm gonna pull aside and take our time, and we will manifest. We're ready to manifest. And I know you want to keep keep the props turning, trying to make the money, but I'm trying to make skydivers here, people that keep coming
Well
back.
said, man.
Yeah. So that's why when I really got into it, I had to own my own drop zone, so nobody was yelling at me for taking too long.
Yeah. What if this was the best jump of your life?
I've been trying to do it right. I've been living a lonely life. I've been sleeping here instead. I've been sleeping in my bed. Sleeping in my bed. So show me family, all the blood that I will bleed. I don't know where I belong. I don't know where I went wrong. But I can write a song. I belong to you, you belong to me, my sweetheart. I belong to you, you belong to me.